the tournament that has been playing and has concluded. And I don't know if you guys have seen it, so we're going to hold off on who actually won it. But we did have a championship match against the number 4 seed Golden Eagles against the number 22 seed Sideline Cancer. And how they got there was Golden Eagles played the Red
Scare.
The Red Scare. Yes, the Dayton team. And they just led the whole way pretty much. They ended up winning 79-70, won pretty handedly. So the Golden Eagles went pretty quick. But the Sideline Cancer upset KP and I's pick to win the whole thing. We picked them twice. Both of us picked them in the original bracket and the re-bracket, and they upset them with a 3-point shot from Maurice Creek. Coming down he hit a 3 to go up to the 67-65, taking out Joe Johnson and the Overseas Elite. Did you see that coming? I didn't.
I there's no way. Who had that coming?
Yeah.
First of all, Joe Johnson in his first game had 13 points. The second game, he had 35 and 7. Then he comes out, and we're like, okay, he's rolling now. Nobody's going to be able to stop him. And Sideline Cancer just found a way. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, what do you have, 18 in the final game?
Yeah. He didn't break 20, I don't think. It was unbelievable.
Marcus Keene had a really good game. Maurice Creek obviously hit that big shot. So, setting up an interesting final, Golden Eagles are actually a team that have won the second most games overall in the entire history of this tournament, but have yet to take home the championship. So they go against the number 22 Sideline Cancer, who obviously a 22 seed out of 24 teams, a super long shot to make this championship. And they obviously are playing for more than just basketball. They're playing for Sideline Cancer. The owner talks about, I think it was her husband died of pancreatic cancer, and that they're fighting against. And so it's set up for a very interesting game. And KP took notes on the first quarter. So how did this game start?
And the reason I want to talk about the first quarter is for all those young hoopers out there. If anybody ever sees this and listens, Sideline Cancer, this whole tournament, being the 22nd seed, they showed grit the whole time. They were down big. They came back. They won a lot of games in the tournament using that kind of gritty kind of mentality, that underdog chip on your shoulder. So the game starts off like this. Golden Eagles go up 8-0 real quick. It happened faster than I could even realize it.
Yeah.
Sideline Cancer decides to call timeout. Their coach gets into them. Guys, relax. Make your plays. You get by somebody, dump it off, whatever. We don't have to do our hero ball is not a thing here. We're in the championship for a reason. Keep playing together. Immediately, Sideline Cancer turns it over out of the timeout. Just terrible pass, goes over this dude's head, reaches behind him, can't get it. It was just awful. Okay? Golden Eagles score. Okay? Sideline Cancer finally scores. It was 10-2. Golden Eagles go on a 4-0 run. So now Sideline Cancer only has 2 points, right? They're down big. First quarter, it's 3 minutes left to go, or maybe it's 4 minutes left to go. The score after the first quarter, Sideline Cancer 23, Golden Eagles 22. Okay? Easily, very easily. Nothing was going right for Sideline Cancer. Literally nothing. And all they did was put their head down and kept working. That's all it was. So if you're a young hooper out there and you get down big or whatever's going on, you're losing to your brother in the driveway. I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? Don't be discouraged. Just put your head down and work. That's all it is. And that's what Sideline Cancer did. That was awesome. I watched that first quarter over and over. It was great.
It was extremely back and forth game. I didn't keep track of the exact numbers, but I would have to say it was probably 12 lead changes throughout the whole game. It was a very hard fought game because I had here that they went up 8-0 and then Sideline Cancer answers with a 9-2 run. So all of a sudden, it's a much closer game that this start. The end of the half. Did you see the play at the end of the half?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, Maurice Creek with 1.3 seconds left at the end of the half. They're down by 1, and they taking the ball from under the hoop, and the defender doesn't he decides to look at the play, and he just throws it off his back with 1.3 seconds left and pops it right in to take the lead going into halftime. Like, what a play that was. Maurice Creek, that's who actually did it again, went off for the first 3 quarters. He had 20 points in the first 3 quarters, but unfortunately had nothing in the fourth. Like, that hurt. Another thing
of the LeBron 2011 finals, if anyone remembers that. I'm sure no one does, but it's okay.
Yeah, no. We all remember the LeBron has 3 quarters instead of 4 for $1. Yeah, whatever
Somebody
it was.
Like, he needs to go play hockey because there's no fourth quarter here.
Yeah. Well, Marcus Keene was the best player for Sideline Cancer all tournament, and Golden Eagles shut him down. He had 3 points going into the fourth. Like, they completely took him out of the game. Elgin Cook for Golden Eagles had a really good game. He had, I think it was 15 points in the first half. So he had a good start. But coming down to the fourth quarter here, because we have not yet announced the winner, it was a tie game going into the Elam where they added 8 points. It was 70-70, so it was first to 78. And it was Sideline Cancer who hit a 3 to actually tie it right before the 4-minute mark, where they do the stoppage time to then decide what the Elam score is going to be. And this is what happened after that. So immediately Golden Eagles had the ball. They get a quick 2 points. They taken the ball underneath the hoop. Quick drive. They get 2 points quickly. Marcus Keene, who I just said had 3 points all game, hits a huge 3 to go up by 1. Like, he was doing nothing all game. Hits a 3. Yeah. And they were talking about the entire tournament, that during the Elam period, he's been huge. The entire tournament. So he hits a big 3. Jameel Wilson for Golden Eagles comes back and knocks a 3. So bang, bang, bang. There's been no turnovers, they had a couple missed shots, but they got the offensive rebound. But it was literally 2 points, 3 points, 3 points. So already they're going to 78, and it's 75-73. Golden Eagles are 1 shot away in just 2 possessions from winning this thing. Sideline Cancer gets the ball back.
$1 million on the line.
Yes, I forgot to say that. Yeah, it's basically the final Elam turned into a game to 8 points for $1 million.
Yeah.
First to 8 gets $1 million.
No big deal. Just keep playing.
just keep playing here. Yeah. So they bring in this guy McGlynn. He's been doing nothing all year, but Sideline Cancer calls timeout. They bring in him. He all of a sudden has like a very pretty open lane where he could have pulled up and shot a bucket, but to me he looked like he did not know what to do in that situation. He was not meant to be in a clutch situation, but he ends up kicking it back out to the top of the key. And Artis has a really nice look for a 3-point to go back up by 1, but unfortunately hits the front of the rim. And that would be the last time the Sideline Cancer gets the ball. They only had the ball twice.
Yeah.
Going into the Elam period. Like, they need to get 8 points, and they only had the ball twice. You can't get 8 points in 2 possessions unless you get 2 and 1 3-pointers. Like, those are pretty rare.
Yeah.
So
I'm saying back to back.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Now another Travis Denier for the Golden Eagles has 0 points at this point. Guess how many points he finished with? 3. And it came with the final bucket. Travis Denier has all tournament long, he never scored more than 3 points.
Yeah.
In a game. He is only good for a 3-pointer. 1 3-pointer per game. Like
per tournament. Right.
per tournament. Yeah. And he comes in and knocks down the 3. They get the ball inside and they collapse on the I think it was Cook who had the ball inside. They collapse on him, triple team him. He kicks it out for an open Travis Denier in the corner. Bang, knockdown. Golden Eagles take the tournament 78-73 over Sideline Cancer. The miracle run for Sideline Cancer comes to an end, but the Golden Eagles get their first tournament win and they've been in the tournament every year, second most wins besides Overseas Elite, and they finally get their first tournament win. Very, very exciting finish.
Can I add one more thing to that exciting finish?
Yeah, go ahead.
Travis Diener, that last shot he just took, that was the last shot of his career for $1 million. He said he's not playing basketball professionally after this.
Your last shot of your career is $1 million bucket.
Bro, I mean, and he, you know what, push that button, Zelle, right to my bank account. I'm out. Thanks.
What a way to end your career. Yeah, how do you come back after that? I mean,
you don't.
You're just like, I've already called it. I took it, got my bucket, I'm out. But no, this was a fun tournament to watch. I didn't know many players coming into it. A thing that we didn't mention, unfortunately for Sideline Cancer, they were missing one of their best players after the second game, Diamond Stone. He was actually a University of Maryland alum that was really good for Maryland. He came out too early, in my opinion. I think he came out after his freshman season. Like, he only had one season in the college, and he ended up being a late second-round pick, never really did anything in the NBA. I think he went overseas. It's like that. I think if he would have stayed one more year for the Terps, he could have been a top 15 pick. But coming out too early, you have that stigma on you. Now everybody's forgetting about you. Nobody really cares, and you're not. You're nothing.
Wasn't that back? That was back in the day when Maryland was in the ACC, right? So they were playing.
No, that was like 3 years ago. That was in the Big Ten.
Oh, really? I didn't know. Okay, I didn't realize he was.
He was on the same team as Mello Trimble, if you remember that name.
Oh, yeah. I do remember Mello.
Yeah, Mello Trimble and Diamond Stone were the duo for Maryland. That
I think Mello's another one that came out too early too.
He came out as a junior, I believe, or was it a sophomore?
I think he left his sophomore year. Yeah, he left.
Maybe it was a sophomore. Yeah, he hated school. I heard. I have my wife's sister.
All these kids do.
My wife's sister is a police officer for University of Maryland, College Park. So she does a lot of the games and a lot of security for everything. So she's got to meet a lot of these players. And yeah, this guy did not want to go to class. He wanted out. And I'm sure Diamond Stone was probably a very similar way. It's a miracle that we had him for the time we did, to be honest. I want to say he actually stayed for his junior year. I think he had... I could be wrong. Maybe it was sophomore. I have to go back and look. But anyway, it still sucked for Sideline Cancer because Diamond Stone in the first game had 19 points. Went off. And they still made it to the championship without one of their best players. Diamond Stone's a big dude. I think he's like 6'10", 6'11". So he's a center in the middle. But big boy coming down. And it's a miracle that they got as far as they did. As I said, they had a game to 8 for $1 million. I mean, you can't ask. As the 22 seed, I mean, you're taking that every day. Give me that absolutely. All day. So that was very fun. And as far as the bracket is concerned, Tim won the second bracket and the first bracket because a team named House of Pain got eliminated a little too soon.
All right, so let's talk about that for a second. Here's the thing, okay? I hate being right, but I hate being wrong first. So when I said that in true Illinois fashion, they're going to lose before the championship, I meant they were still going to win a game and then lose before the championship. Like, oh my gosh, that ending for that Red Scare versus House of Pain game. I think it was. I don't know exactly. Red Scare got to 770, and House of Pain was at like 51, and the score to win was like 78. Okay. House of Pain couldn't throw a rock in the ocean for 3 quarters. I watched every single one of their players try as hard as they could to think about what basketball was really supposed to be like, and they couldn't do it. The Dominator, Mike, he didn't show up. That hurts.
Yeah.
You know, like all that.
He was your best player all tourney. That sucks for him. Yep.
So we were losing by almost 20 points. I think Red Scare scores the first bucket of the Elam anyway, right? And then we scored a couple, and then okay. So here's the thing: Red Scare gets to 78 or 76, whatever it is, 76. Okay, 78 wins it. Illinois goes on like an 8-0 run, gets to like 70. And then,
giving you a little hope.
And then I was writing a tweet that was like, "Thank you, Illinois TBT. I appreciate you guys for everything you did." I looked at the scoreboard and I erased the tweet through my phone and was like, "Let's go."
Yeah, let's get
I was
this set.
stoked. And the way they lost, loose ball, run out, somebody dunked on Malcolm Hill.
Oh God. Terrible time.
And those are the 2 points I needed.
Those are the 2 points I needed. Yep. Yeah, I beat you in the first bracket and the second bracket, and I will
switch my jersey.
Take my dub twice over you. Thank you very much.
Wow.
I did my research. I knew a bunch of the players.
Oh,
I knew what was going to happen.
I'm done with this. This
dude,
we're signing. This is our last episode. I want to say good. Have a great rest of your lives.
Just hang up now. No, it was a fun tournament to watch. The TBT did a really good job with the coronavirus. I don't think anybody gotten like seriously sick or anything. Like I didn't hear any news that like somebody died, God forbid, from this tournament taking place. Like it seems like they did everything they were supposed to do at a very well done situation, and hopefully the NBA and and other leagues can take this model and replicate it for good professionals. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching to the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. The like button is on this side for mobile. If you have any of your own thoughts or questions, comment down below. We may just answer it next video. Thanks. See ya.